recorded.
Yo, what it do? It's your boy Yellow Report, and I am here with my boy Chancellor Jackson. He's definitely the author of now 3 books. The main one that I know about now is 14 Days in Beijing. So let's give it up for my boy. Man, I am definitely proud of you, my brother, and all the accomplishments that you are making. I've seen some things, and I'm definitely looking forward to you telling the audience about these things. This is an awesome opportunity to get a chance to talk to you. Let's make it happen, my brother. So tell us what you got going on these days.
On me. Blessings and balances. Oh yeah, for sure.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
So,
yeah, we can hear you. So tell me about your 14 days in Beijing. I was reading some of your story, and oh my goodness, talking about not knowing when you were going to get out, or if you were going to get out, or if anybody that you were there. Like, man, that had to be a crazy experience.
Yeah, so 14 days in Beijing is about my last 14 days in China. I spent a total of 6 months there, and prior to those 14 days, China was absolutely amazing.
Awesome. Okay.
It was, the best experience I've ever had by far. I encourage everybody to travel abroad, but if you can live abroad someplace, especially someplace you've always been fond of or always been fascinated with, definitely embark on that journey and see how much. You ain't got to be alone. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to be there alone. So, just embark on this journey and see how much you grow from it, all in all. So, China was absolutely amazing. And then, of course, those 14 days shifted the paradigm and for the better, all in all. It was definitely something negative, but it was all a part of the journey. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely, just supposed to happen. It was written, honestly. I feel like at this point.
I feel you.
So, it's about my last 14 days in Beijing, and I spent my last 14 days incarcerated in the Beijing penitentiary. And we were locked up 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 15 men to one cell, 9 wooden beds, 3 soups a day, and all I had was 1 plastic bowl and 1 plastic spoon.
Oh, wow.
And it wasn't like I was sentenced or, there's no process like we have here in America. I was in custody in different precincts, signing a bunch of documents I can't read, and now here I am in this cell with 14 other Chinese men, none of which I can speak to. And I have no clue what's happening next. Nothing has been explained to me. Of course, it's a language barrier on top of that. So, there's no forms of communication. I have no clue what's going on. But I know as time progresses, I'll learn as I go. So,
man,
that's what makes the book what it is.
yes, indeed. That is crazy, man. The only relative story I have is that I got locked up in Georgia, your hometown. I actually spent 12 days in DeKalb County for a total and complete lie. And I don't care if they find out about this podcast because it was an absolute lie. They stated that I wasn't caught up on my child support. My child support was caught up 8 years before I got locked up. And here I am, 38 years old, first time ever getting locked up in my entire life. And I get locked up for a lie. And it was crazy because when the judge found out, the judge did the research that the police officer should have done when I was trying to show him the paperwork that I'm not behind. He didn't want to look at it. He just wanted to make an arrest. So the judge, when I got there in the courtroom, she looked and she cussed him out literally in front of everybody in the courtroom. And from what I learned, I don't know how true that is, but he ended up losing his job too. And I'm sorry, but I really don't care about him losing his job because he tried to put a record on me stating that I'm doing something that I wasn't doing. So you lose a job. Well, you gotta. There's always consequences for a wrong action. So he got to pay the price for that. I didn't do anything, so I'm not paying the price for that.
Yeah, that was great. That's just super great. Yeah, that's super great. Yeah.
And it was no time. That was the other thing. There was no time. Nobody told me how long I was going to be locked up. Nobody knew I was locked up. You just pulled me out of my car as soon as I drove out of the parking lot from work. I get pulled over in the middle of Memorial Drive. We didn't even pull over to the curb or anything, so there won't be no accident. We get right in the middle of Memorial Drive. So, the wandering mind. Am I going to get out of here? Why am I even in here in the first place? What in the heck is going on? Why would you not even look at the paperwork that I'm showing you? Oh my goodness, I totally get it. I totally get it. Man.
It was just, it was a journey, but it was supposed to happen, and especially for the better, because China's gotten even more and more strict since 2019.
Oh wow!
Now China's, I can't even imagine what it's like now. So it's definitely for the better.
Especially after COVID, man. Especially after COVID. Oh my goodness.
Definitely perfect time.
So you ranked number 1 over 15 times on Amazon bestsellers list. How did that accomplishment feel for you, and what do you think you gained from it?
As far as how the accomplishment, I mean, the story sells itself. You know what I'm saying? The title, 14 Days in Beijing, that's entire. That sounds interesting. Right. And the cover, it's like, whoa, and then when you read the book description or read a couple pages, you get a feel for what the book is about. Like, it's sold after that point. You know what I'm saying? So it really, I knew the story. Like when I was like, but this is a crazy experience. Like I can't wait. Like it's gonna be a great story to tell. Once it's all said and done. I told myself when I'm still freshly handcuffed still. I'm sitting in the first precinct. Like, this is gonna be a great story to tell when it's all said and done.
Oh my god!
I'm not just it's gonna be a great story to tell. So, but I didn't think I would write a book about it. You know what I'm saying? But writing the book and I was doing it. I'm like, okay, yeah. This is empowering for real, and it was. Can't say it was all planned out because I had somewhat of a blueprint, but a lot of it was just freestyling at the same time because I'm like, I don't really know what to do. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just doing what I know the basic requirements for that the books need. So I'm like, okay, make sure I do that the best that I can. And just put it out there. And pandemic coming into play too, shut everything down. So everybody ain't got nothing time in their hands. Man, rolling out that. So it was all perfect. It was all divine timing. For real.
I feel you on that, no doubt. That's what's up, man. So, what inspired your other 2 books?
It was a couple different inspirations. First person that inspired me to write 14 Days was started going crazy. He was like, hey, you might as well write about romance. I'm like, nah, I'm straight on it. I'm not in the headspace for it. A lot of the females that, you know what I'm saying, read 14 Days, they was like, okay, you talk about this girlfriend of yours all throughout the book, but you don't ever get to speak to her. And then at the end, you get released, and that's the end. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Well, that's the end of the story. So what happened with you and her? How that story playing? What's the tea on that? They want to know all this. They want to know about that. So I'm like, all right. So, but what really sold me was I was doing research and looking at the best-selling genres of books, and when I saw romance at the top, it was just like the FS buzz about it then. I'm like, okay, man. For sure. You know what I'm saying? Let's do it. Those were some of the inspirations. But it's all telling one long story, all three books. All telling one long story. For real,
Okay,
for real.
that's what's up.
Yeah.
That's what's up. That's interesting because this is it. It makes it like a series. You know what I'm saying? A series.
Yeah.
A series.
It is. Yeah.
That's
Sure,
what's up.
yeah.
That's what's up, man. I'm loving that. No doubt. No doubt. So, what was your um, what was it like going through college, obtaining your bachelor degree in communications and media? What was your initial plan after doing that?
So I ain't had no plan for real. When I went to college to play football. That's the only reason I
Okay.
went to college. You know what I'm saying? So, um, and I just chose communication. Just like it. When I remember when I went there for like an academic visit. They was like, "Hey, like, what do you want to major in?" I said, "What are you talking about? What is that? What do you mean?" And like, "What do you want to study?" I'm like, "Oh, I forgot about that whole phase of college." I'm like, "But I'm just here to play football." Like, I don't know what y'all talking about, but I'm looking at the majors. I saw communication and media studies. I was like, I'll go with that one. You know what I'm saying? But it ended up being perfect. It ended up being perfect for me.
Oh my
It ended up
goodness.
being perfect. It ended up being perfect for me. Okay. Okay.
That's
Perfect.
what's
Yeah.
up. When you said it was a part of the plan, think about it now. You went to college, you just picked two topics at random, and now you got three books. And if it wasn't for the communications and media studies, who knows what other topics or what other road you would have went down. That's crazy
Thanks.
cool, bro. That is crazy
That's it.
cool.
You know what I'm saying? Well, I ain't gonna see him between this ultimate point like I've been had everything figured out. No. Nah, man. Battle every emotion. Battle every emotion. For
Wow.
sure.
So that's pretty cool. I was reading that you were born to two Native American parents. I too have a Native American background with Choctaw and Chickasaw, as well as Blackfoot and
Hey,
Cherokee. Yeah. Yeah. I got four
hey, try.
in my background. Yeah.
Yeah, so, we Cherokee, Choctaw, with Tonka. So yeah.
Oh wow, that's what's up, bro. That's what's up. Oh, that is pretty cool, man. So how are you? Are you in touch with any other of your family members from the Native American tribes?
Um, they was really the older generations. You know what I'm saying? My great grandfather and my great grandmother, and both of them passed on. But of course, the bloodline still, you know what I'm saying, passed
Mm,
along. But then was some of the last ones, for real.
okay.
Everybody else them broke off and
Doing other things.
mixed and breeding with other people. Yeah.
I feel you because my great greats and great great greats were born on a reservation, and they were always very family oriented and tight knit, and they kept that going the entire time. But it was like after recent, my grandmother passed in 1998, and it was like after her, everybody pretty much just branched off into other things. Um, we have pretty much very little communication between us, and myself and my brother are trying to get that back, regain that title that my grandparents and great 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 grandparents actually started. Because I think it makes sense to keep it going rather than for us to be spread out and not knowing who your family members are. That's what
No,
makes
that's
sense.
facts though. 'Cause, like, my great grandmother was saying, like, she was really the primary reason why we always got together every Thanksgiving or every holiday. And then like when she passed, everything started to slow up for sure. Hey, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Everything. It's just having
yeah.
that chief. That chief. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Man. So tell us about some of the things that you wrote about in You Love and You Learn, because I am a true advocate for love, bro. I am. I'm a true advocate for love.
So You Love You Learn is just pretty much a man's first step towards gaining emotional intelligence, all in all. You know what I'm saying? Prior to that, I had no form of emotional intelligence or no experience with, you know what I'm saying, being able to fully give and receive emotions and, you know what I'm saying, affection and love and all of that. So it wasn't until college that's when I was able to fully experience love truly, and
Gotcha.
you know what I'm saying, all that, you know what I'm saying, it comes with all of the high for
Gotcha.
sure.
Gotcha.
And then, but also, you know what I'm saying, with all the good that comes with love, you gotta be willing to accept the bad that comes with it as well. So
Yeah,
it's just like, yeah, for sure.
no doubt. No doubt. You definitely got to be able to act on it. No doubt. I kid you not. I used to be that young guy that only listened to rap music, and by me being from Chicago, it was just rap music and house music. It wasn't until I was about 13 years old when I really heavily started getting into the girls, and they would ask me like, "Is this the only thing that you listen to?" And I'm like, "Yeah, pretty much." And they're like, "Come on, man, you you can't be a romantic off of this type of music because it's like too fast, too upbeat." And I'm like, "Okay, well, what else am I supposed to listen to?" I'm like, so I just get questions. What else am I supposed to listen to? And it's like she started playing some songs, and I'm like, at first, like, okay, I'm not really feeling this, but if this what you like, okay, we gonna play this. This fine. You know, then after a while, I started like picking different artists and different songs to actually listen to, and then I was like, okay, and I'm listening to the words to the songs that they're saying. I'm like, okay, okay, I'm actually limiting myself when I could be advancing in the world of understanding females. Because you listening to all these songs, like take for example Marvin Gaye, um,
Mhm.
Teddy Pendergrass, um, 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 it's so many different artists. Then you listen to the female artists and how they talk about romance and love, and it's like, okay, I'm selling myself short. I need to go ahead on and change this. Let me change this right now. And I changed the game.
Um,
I changed the game. It wasn't easy to talk about or easy to explain at first, but now that you know what I'm saying, believe it or not, I'm 51 years old. And now I
Damn.
really, really I really understand a whole heck of a lot more.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah. I'm about that one. Yeah, I'm about that one.
Most people say you look like in your 30s or your 40s.
Definitely, that's I guess.
Yeah, 51, bro. 51.
Yeah, yeah.
Just stay active. I try to exercise as much as I possibly can and just stay active. And I take vitamins literally every single day. Every single day.
Yeah.
If I miss a day, I feel like I done missed something out of my life. It don't feel right.
No need.
So nowadays, what's keeping you going as far as continuously going towards your goals of writing and just living everyday life? What's your motivation?
Now, so I don't have, as far as when my next book will be or what my next book will be about, I have no clue. So, only time will tell then. But
Mm-hmm.
in the meantime, I've started a service coaching inspiring authors. So anybody out there with an idea or a concept for a story, but don't know how to go about putting it on paper, or you've written a whole book but don't know how to go about publishing, I can
Right.
walk you through either one process or both of them if need be, for sure.
Oh, that's
And
what's
I
up,
had,
man.
yeah, for sure. We had one, our first author that, you know what I'm saying, we was able to, you know what I'm saying, go through the whole process and publish to us. He was ranked the number one new bestseller in 2 different genres on Amazon. So,
Wow.
yeah,
That's what's up. That's what's
just
up.
trying to keep the momentum going, for sure.
That's what's up. I'm loving that, man. So where can everybody reach you in order to go through these processes with you? Because I'm pretty sure there's a lot of
Oh, for
authors
sure.
out here that don't know. So where can we reach you, bro?
Oh, yeah, there you go.
Okay.
There you go. There you go.
All right.
Yeah, y'all can find me on ChancellorKJackson.com, my website. Just my name, ChancellorKJackson.com. You can sign up for a free consultation. You know what I'm saying? Tap in, see, you know what I'm saying, chop it up, see if we can work, if we're a good fit for each other. And if so, then hey, we can make this thing happen for sure. I'll be there throughout the whole entire process. If you just need editing, I can do that specifically as well. So, you know what I'm saying? We can make the magic happen for sure.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. I am definitely proud of the information that my brother has given and how you are definitely raining, man. You're definitely raining on people and shedding light and giving that inspiration. That's awesome, man. You gotta never, never let that go, man. You gotta keep it going. You gotta keep it going. So what are some of the biggest hurdles that a lot of people go through when they're trying to publish their books?
The biggest part is finishing the story.
Oh wow.
That is going to be the most challenging, tedious part. Just getting the story finished. And then not only just written, but as far as perfected. That's the biggest phase. Everything else after that,
So is it that a lot of people run into the main thing, and that's having a mental block on after they get to writing for a while, they start having a block, or is it something else that happens?
it all depends on the story you're trying to write. So if you're writing a fictional story, something that you're just creating
Mm-hmm.
just out of area, then yeah, you know what I'm saying? You might have a lot of those periods because you're creating everything.
Right.
Now, your story is nonfiction, you're telling some shit that actually happened verbatim.
Yeah.
You're just telling that story. That's it.
Right. But you know, it's a lot of people who say that they want to write a book and they lack the proper motivation for writing a book. You know what I'm saying? So, what would you say would be a good way to get motivated when writing a book?
Don't if it's nonfiction, you're telling a true story. That is the easiest book that you can write.
Mhm.
Don't think about it like a fucking school assignment that your professor then assigned to you and it's due at midnight tonight. Yeah, no, it's not that. It's not that. Start from the very beginning all until it's everything that happened in chronological order to the fullest detail that you can remember it
Mhm.
to the very end. And don't worry about no punctuation, no structure, none of that. But just write like you send a long ass text message to your friend, to your partner, whoever. Write it just like that.
Yep.
You can go back and do all that up. You can go back and straighten it up after the fact. As far as
Mhm.
just getting it down, right? Just like that. But don't worry
Yep.
about it.
Just write it out. Write it out.
That's
I
it.
totally agree with you, bro.
Get it down.
I totally agree
That's
with
it. As big as it does, I can give you. That's it. Just get it down.
you. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Get it all out. Get it all out. And after you finish writing, before you go back and start finishing things, that's the only thing that I would add to it. Take a breather. Because sometimes it's a lot. It's a lot. Take a breather.
It's definitely like
Yep.
steps to it for sure. There's steps to it. It's simple, but it can get complex as well. If you definitely wanted to make noise, yes, it gets complex. If you just want to just publish some shit, then it's simple as hell to do that.
Right.
So it really depends on what you trying to do.
Right. That's true, man. That is so true. It just it's just the way you said that. That is so true though. It is. It's 100, man. I can't even, put any doubt into that, no doubt whatsoever. That's what's up. So in the process of making a book, how long does it take you to actually go through your whole process from beginning to end? I'm talking about from starting, getting an idea, start to writing, finishing up your brainstorming, and then getting ready to go into the publishing, finally getting it published and getting it out there. How long does it usually take you as far as processing?
So for 14 days, it took me 4 months to write it, and then after those 4 months, after I got it down, that's when I was able to really structure how I wanted to go about releasing. I'm like, okay, I already know the date I want to release this on. So with that being said, I got this amount of time to get it ready for that date, and I had 6 months, so that gave me plenty of time to get everything else done. So that was smooth. And now with the romance saga, that was once I got the inspiration to finally write it. It only took me 2.5 weeks to write that, and then I had no real set date on when I wanted to drop it, so I just said fine tune it until I figured out a date I wanted to release it, and then even then, it was supposed to be one solid book, and then ended up breaking it up into two. Like I be having plans, but we always go off on tangents along the plans. Like we always freestyle just a little bit as well. Just like in football, you go in with a game plan, but you gotta make adjustments here and there. You ain't, you know what I'm saying? Everything ain't going. So.
Yeah, that is so true.
For sure.
That's what's up, man. That is what's up. You definitely got to make them adjustments, because if you don't, you're in trouble, big time trouble.
Man.
You just get to throw some stuff out there like, what am I supposed to do?
So lose their job.
Yeah, I know, right? They be lost their mind first, then they lose their job. So tell us how you use inspiration to help people actually get into their comfort zone for writing.
It's really, they come to me, they like, man, they already have like an idea. So like, as long as you got an idea, that's all we need. You know what I'm saying? For sure. And especially for the most part, it'd be like true stories. You know what I'm saying? It's always or something that derives from a true story, based on a true story. So that makes it's so easy. People just overthink it. They make it more complex than it actually is. You know what I'm saying? Just because we look at something like, okay, it's just got to be so many levels to it, and you know what I'm saying, only the special among us. So, you know what I'm saying? We do this shit for ourselves. So it's like, nah, man, chill.
Like, calm down, bro. Calm down. Pump the brakes.
Yeah. And then once I show them, like they start getting okay. They be like, damn, okay. I'm like, yes, bro. It's like it's calm down.
That's what's up. So, what are some of the tools that you would say that helps to develop a creative mind?
Just authenticity. Authenticity within itself will always beat anything that is pop or, you know what I'm saying, mainstream. For sure, authenticity always sells. And being rare, being original is becoming rare nowadays because we live in a society full of followers,
Yeah.
following trends and you know what I'm saying? So it's just like, yeah, true, just authenticity. You being yourself and being yourself, living in your truth. You'll be surprised. For sure.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. So, what are some of the best images that you would say people should use when they're choosing their book covers, and sometimes they want to put themselves on their book cover or somewhere inside of their book? What are some of the best images you would suggest?
The book once you've written your entire story and you've edited a couple times, you'll have a great feel for what you feel the overall image to represent this piece will be. You'll know exactly, you at least, you know what I'm saying, have an idea of what you want to convey as far as the cover. You know what I'm saying? You want the cover to convey the story without folks even have to really flip a page. At least, you know what I'm saying, grab people's attention on top of that. So that all dictates on the story that you write and based on the story that you write and the genres you feel your story fits in or falls under, market research. Go to Amazon, go to those genres, look at those book covers. Look how, you know what I'm saying, the best selling ones. Look at how them covers are designed to get the feel for that. And definitely but still put your own little twist on it too. Don't want to just follow in line, boss. No, don't do that. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like,
You right.
put your own little feng shui on it for sure.
Yes,
You know
definitely. Yes, indeed. That is so right, man. Hey, so tell me about Lucky. You know what I'm saying? Lucky Chance. Say, my name is Lucky Chance. How did the Lucky Chance come about?
Yeah, so when I was in China, I definitely wanted to, and I'm meeting all these different people, all these other foreigners. I'm like, okay, um, I want to. This is the first time in my life where I've ever been like a new person for the most part. You know what I'm saying? Aside from the fact that it's a situation where everybody's new. You know what I'm saying? But the fact that I was like, I'm really a new person, that was my very first experience. Like grade school, I always went to the same school from start to finish. Same elementary school, from kindergarten to fifth, middle
Right.
school, sixth to eighth. You know what I'm saying? I always went to the same school. So it's like, I never had that experience. Even from college, went to the same, I never had that new person experience. So China, that was the first time I got to do it.
Okay.
So I'm like, okay, I'll come up with an alias to go by while I'm out here. And I'm like, what? I just kept brainstorming different names. I'm like, what to call? I said, what to go by? And um, I just kept, the more I thought back on, just reflecting on different things, I remember one day my brother was on the phone with some females. Man, I didn't recognize their voice. So I'm like, okay, these different. These some different females I'm talking to, and they kept calling me Lucky. I'm like, Lucky? We ain't never called this man that ever. So I'm like, okay, I already knew what type of time it was. So that was the only thing that kept replaying in my head. So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna go by Lucky. So,
That's
yeah.
great. That's crazy, bro. That's
And folks was really calling me Lucky out there too. So that was really funny because I was like, I hear my brother getting called this. I'm like, bro, we never call you that. That's funny. I'm like, I'm gonna do it too. It just flowed like it was perfect.
Oh man. I had this one dude when I was back in Chicago. This dude kept calling me fresh, fresh, fresh. And because I had my business card I had given to him to get a haircut because I was cutting hair, for the longest. So he kept
Yeah.
calling me fresh. He's like, "What's up, fresh? What's up, fresh?" And I'm just looking like, who is he talking to? So he was like, "You fresh? What's up, fresh?" So after a while, I started asking him, like, "Why do you keep calling me fresh?" He's like, "That was on your card. I thought that was your name." I was like, "It says Yellow's Cuts. It doesn't say Fresh Cuts." He's like, "Oh man," he's like, "I just made that all wrong, didn't I?" I was like, I'm like, OMG, bro. Seriously? I thought that was your name. I'm like, how did your father get it?
Fresh.
And your grandfather get it, but you didn't get it. Like, what are you thinking about? It was too crazy. But he finally realized that my name's not Fresh. He just kept calling me Fresh, Fresh. I'm like, what in the world is he talking about, bro? I was like,
I would have kept on fresh. Then I'm like, wait, that's gonna be your nickname moving forward. That's too funny. That's too funny. That's your nickname now.
like, I'm just fresh. I'm new. I'm the new fresh all of a
Yeah,
So how many pages you got in your 14 days Beijing?
I think it's like 200 something.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's not too crazy.
Man, that mean you been moving out, bro. Cause I got 104 in my redeemed love. You been moving out.
Hey, my original 14 days of Beijing, my best seller for real was 40 pages.
Really? Goodness.
40 pages.
Man.
The one that went number one multiple times, 40 pages, no cap.
40. Wow.
40 pages.
That is crazy. That's what's up, man. You definitely hit the jackpot on that, bro. That's what's up. Can't beat that.
Man.
So you have it says a new episode because I was looking at your website too. It says a new episode, 14 Days Chinese Incarceration with the author Chancellor Jackson. So there's an episode now, or is this just part of what was already going on in the book?
Oh, these are just like all the podcast interviews or podcast shows I've been on. That's just you know what I'm saying. So it's like latest interviews. If you just see how you're saying, I'm active out here. I got motion. I ain't just you know what I'm saying sitting down. I'm out here. Yeah, I'm still out here in the field, behind the scenes for sure.
That's what's up, bro. That's what's up. So you got a car rental service?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Rent cars. I got three right now.
Man, bro, you busy? You staying
marathon?
Man, man, that's good though. That is real good. I'm happy for you, man. You're doing your thing. Best-selling author, educator, coach, entrepreneur. So, in your coaching, are you still doing coaching? Because I remember before, I think I could be wrong when I say this, but I think we talked about you doing some coaching with children. Are you still doing that?
Yeah, we still working. I'm still coaching with kids. I'm a tutor in math, English, and writing at elementary school. And then of course I always tie life skills into everything I do, just because that's what you know what I'm saying. That's what they need. You know what I'm saying? It's real reality.
Yes.
And everything's so advanced for these kids nowadays with all these tablets and internet and technology. A lot of kids know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? For sure, for sure. At least they are exposed to it and probably don't even have no idea what it is, but they have an idea. You know, at least they have, you know what I'm saying? They have representation or visual for whatever the case may be for it. So it's like, yeah, for sure. You know what I'm saying? They be inquisitive, like our kids are. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Inquisitive, curious, and you know what I'm saying? They starting to think now.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Some of these children know what's going on, and I find it
Come
funny
on.
because I was listening to some children on the school bus because I train people how to drive a school bus and be safe and about safety. So I was listening to some children on the school bus, and these children were talking about life events that were going on around the world. And I'm just listening, I'm like, and here's the kicker. They were elementary.
Mm-hmm. Babies.
The world, what do you even know about this? Like, how you even come into the information for this? They got their cell phones, they got their tablets, they got them laptops,
Man,
and some of these
come
children
on.
are actually putting those brains to work, bro. And it's a
Oh
blessing.
yeah, for sure. TikTok, TikTok for shit show, and
Uh-huh.
YouTube. YouTube. They're the biggest things for the children nowadays.
Yep.
For
You gotta
sure.
add one more. You gotta add that IG on there because it seems IG getting more recognition, even though it's owned by Facebook, but they getting more recognition than Facebook. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
it's been like that for quite a few years for sure. But I feel like Instagram is more of my generation. As
Yeah.
far as these younger cats, oh yeah, definitely. YouTube is man, that evolutionary. But
Yes. Yes.
TikTok, show man.
Yes.
Everybody that's on TikTok little design with the reels, shorts,
Mhm.
little, you know what I'm saying? Everybody, all the apps doing it now. So
Yes.
TikTok. We got Chinese on top of that. Chinese app came and changed the game. Crazy.
That is so true. That is so true. Oh my goodness. So, how do you balance your time between your family and all of the hats that you're wearing?
It's easy for me. I've been doing this for a long time. I played football all throughout, you know what I'm saying, high school and college.
Uh-huh.
So having a lot on my plate and being able to balance it, yeah, this is like it's like breathing. It's
Hmm.
easy for me, for
That's
sure.
what's up. That's a blessing, man. That's a blessing. Some people don't know how to do that balance, bro. Some people
Man,
fail
not
at
for
it
sure.
big time. And I can't even lie. I kind of like I know how to do it. Don't get me wrong, but I go in and out because sometimes I get so caught up in my work that I kind of like notice that I'm pushing my family aside for a little bit. But when I realize that, and sometimes my wife will say something, then I'm like, let me get back on track, and I hurry up and get myself back on track because I can't. Look,
You know, that's a whole different type of vibe. See, because
yeah,
I'm not married, I ain't got no girl, I ain't got no kids, none of that. So
okay.
that's different. Yeah, so he's like, that's different. So me, yeah, I'm on a whole different type of time.
Hey, we just celebrated the big 3-0, February the 4th. No arguments, no major issues, no none of that. And she be ready to beat
Good.
us because we don't argue.
That's crazy. I really what?
But it's cool. It's all good. We live and we learn. And so
Man,
some of the old heads, they'll say, man, I know why you ain't ever argue. They said, because you let her be the boss, don't you? And I just be like, it's not really that. We kind of literally have a balance. It's a little unorthodox for me, judging from previous relationships to have such a balance, but it also feels good too. You know, it's a beautiful thing, no doubt. It's a beautiful thing
that's
because
dope.
without the
That's
balance,
dope.
without the communication, without the efforts on both parts, not just on one, man, bro, this would be a journey from hell,
Toxic.
was it?
Toxic. That's what they call toxic.
Exactly. Very toxic at that. Very toxic. Can't do that. I can't do myself like that after finally making it come up and being with somebody who I can truly say I love without an effort, without a second thought, you know what I'm saying, without having to gasp for air just because I done said something that I truly mean. I don't have to do any of that. I can truly say I love this woman, and it's real.
That's beautiful, man. That's beautiful.
Indeed, indeed. Appreciate you, my brother. Hey, so I noticed you said that most of the time you may have a plan, and sometimes you don't always go according to the plan. So, how do you make it through? Like, for example, you didn't plan the second book. So, where did the idea come from?
You know what I'm saying? It's just, I don't know, just seize an opportunity then. And I feel like once it's like really just in your face like that,
Mm-hmm.
then it's like, okay. Especially something that you enjoy doing, that you know what I'm saying, you actually
Yeah.
do. It ain't no if, ands, buts. You probably might be reluctant at first, but it's okay, universe. I see it. Damn, all right, for sure, let's do it. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Because that be the factor. You know what I'm saying? And then it's just always I like collaborating. I played football, so I like bouncing what I got going on off of different minds. Because these different perspectives, man, you never know how much they can contribute to the
Yeah.
finished product. So
Yes.
and with me doing that, you know what I'm saying, that's why 14 days is that's so collaborative.
Mm-hmm.
Man, 14 days is so collaborative, no cap. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Especially as far as just the cover and all of that, you know what I'm saying? The whole rollout, everything is collaborative for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Even, you know what I'm saying, from the editing, working with people I went to school with, I knew they was good at writing. I'm
Mm-hmm.
gonna go pay some editor for. I know people personally. You know what I'm saying? Tap into them. You know what I'm saying? Use your resources. So, and same
Yes,
with the
indeed.
romance novel. You know, it's the same formula. So
Yes, indeed. I got my sister who pretty much does all of my editing for me. She just started her own publishing company, and I
okay.
must say, I think that it's doing pretty good. And I'm proud of her. You know what I'm saying? She finally doing something that she loves doing and something that she's always wanted to do. She felt like, why pay somebody, same thing you said, why pay somebody to do editing when I can do it myself? I know how to proofread, I know how to brainstorm, I know how to do writing formats, you know what I'm saying? Your introductions, your chapters, your subtitles, endings, just she knows how to do all those
I
things.
heard that.
So she started her own publishing company where she can do this, and then she has multiple platforms that she uses to actually help you get your book published, including Amazon, including
Yeah,
Amazon's platforms that she uses.
for sure.
So,
Shout out to Sue. Hey, shout out to Sue. Hey, you know what I'm saying? We out here. We changing the game for real.
yes,
We finna change the game. You know what I'm
hey,
saying? Like Nipsey said, the big corporations, the major corporations gonna crumble. And all these new corporations gonna start popping up out of nowhere. It's gonna be dramatic.
mhm. Yes, indeed.
It's gonna be dramatic.
Hey, one thing I salute Mr. Barack Obama for is, like he said, the entrepreneurs are they're gonna be the ones who's gonna bring the new businesses to this world and help keep money flowing in our current countries. So he was real big on entrepreneurship, and I'm real big on entrepreneurship. If I see another entrepreneur, I'm gonna go talk to you. You know what I'm saying? And if I can offer any sort of motivation for you to keep doing what you're doing, guess what? I'm gonna do that because I feel like it's us.
Um,
We're the new innovators of this world, and we have to keep it going. Then we have to teach that to the younger generations.
facts, facts, facts. We'll teach one.
Yes, each one teach one. Yes, indeed, indeed. So, my brother, tell us, you know what I'm saying, your biggest motivations and close us out again with how we can actually reach you.
I want to leave y'all with I'm gonna start with where y'all can reach me. Y'all can find me on all social media platforms except TikTok. You're not gonna find me on there, but you can find me on everything else. Just Google Chancellor K Jackson. Everything you need will pop up from my social medias, my website, other interviews I've done. The whole nine. You can find copies of my books available on Amazon as well as my website. For my non-readers out there, I have the audio book for 14 Days of Beijing rolling out. You can listen to that on SoundCloud, YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Anchor. So, you know what I'm saying? You got to pay nothing. You know what I'm saying? Just tap in with it. And I'm narrating. I'm reading it. So it's a vibe too.
Yes,
So yeah,
yes.
and inspiring others get at me for sure. But leave you out with this message before we close out. It's from Nipsey Hussle. And it is long-winded, running through this life like it was mine. Never settling, but setting every goal high. 1,000 burpees on the path to my own self-destruction or success. But what is a mistake without the lesson? You see, the best teacher of life is your own experience. And none of us know who we are until we fail. They say every person is defined by their reaction to any given situation. Well, who would you want to define you? Someone else or yourself? Whatever you choose to do, homie, give your heart to it. Stay strong.
Many blessings to you, my brother. That is a powerful, powerful message. Nipsey Hussle is somebody who I've always loved the way he worded things, the way he sent out those motivational messages. Many blessings to you, my brother. Keep doing what you're doing, man. Do not let anything change you, my brother. Don't let anything change you except for success.
On me. On me. For sure.
All right, my brother. Thank you again, my brother, for sure, for checking out
Appreciate you
YTP
for having me.
Entertainment, man. It's a blessing. We definitely gotta shoot some information back to each other once we off of here. I got you on that. I'll send it onto the pod batch. I got you. All right, my brother.
For sure.
The blessings. Thank you again. This has been another podcast interview. YTP Entertainment, Chancellor Jackson. Go out, check out all the information. Make sure that you like, subscribe, and definitely show some love to our social media sites. Peace and blessings, everybody. It's your boy Yellow the Poet, signing off.